Ryan out to the repair, reporting live from Times Square, letting you guys know we're thinking about y'all. Any automotive concerns, repairs that you may need, feel free to give us a call at 919-539-7265 or stop by the shop at 816 South 3rd Street, Smithfield, North Carolina. Y'all have a nice day. Set that to the side, and that appears to be it for the top part. Seems to be a lot more freer than that side. So what I'm gonna do here is got 1, 2 7mm bolts. Got some retainer clips. One retainer clip here. I don't know how critical that one is gonna be. I'm gonna do it's connected to the secondary by way of a driving rod. You pretty much go after a lot of them the same approach. I always use a guide because there are things that's always constantly changing. You need to stay updated. Actually, you may come across something that's been recently introduced to the industry that you may not be familiar with, and you don't want to connect theirs. You don't want to marvel. Any element that you can control, you want to control. Can't do much about all the lighting in here. Well, I could, but it would require money. I only got $2 in my pocket, so I don't think I'm going to be updating the lighting anytime soon. Okay, once you hit that tab and release it, you're gonna have this in your hand, all right? And that right there is what's driving the secondary. See? All right, and that's driven by actuator that's connected to the local interconnected network. All computer controlled. You know, these vehicles are, man, you don't have to have a flying vehicle to have something that's marvelous. Yeah, we're in the future. So we've been using electrical vehicles realistically since the beginning of time. The light bulb is electrical. I know I'm just being funny. And this one here comes off in the same exact manner as the upper one, just a different series of bolts and fasteners. 1, 2, 3. All right. because I just hate wrestling with space. Because if you're wrestling with space, you're wasting time. Simple. I mean, I'm already videotaping, right? I got some other videos that I did last month that I didn't get to put up. I actually lost the footage as I almost just lost my footing on my sockets that I got on the ground. As I never put tools on the ground, but sometimes you have to. Guys, let me explain to you what I see here, and I'll show you on the. I'll show you on the new one. This is positioned there. Yeah, this here is positioned where you see me wrestling with earlier. You got these tabs that are going up into the bumper reinforcement. So more than likely, the bumper reinforcement is going to have to come down. What you do, you may not have to completely remove it, but what you do here is basically loosen the bolts and get some access. Let me pick up my sockets here to gain access to the bolts. Look like teams. What we're gonna do is just disconnect a little bit. Got a line harness running through here. Look at 14, 13. Be mindful. Here, you get this out. So basically, once this like that, you guys, doesn't look like it's gonna fall. It's not heavy. It's not heavy. You don't want a 50-pound item connected to a 16 gauge wire. You know, it's not gonna look good on the bungee cord side. All right. So here we go. We got those tabs that are here that we need to pull down. I'm gonna basically release them down. All right. And there you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now would be a good time to get any debris out of this gallery right here, because it causes rust and rot. Cause rust. Yeah, this actuates from the upper shutter. Upper shutter is connected to an actuator that's connected to the electrical circuits, the local interconnected network, and everything. And it's hopefully this video helps. Hopefully you guys got a good understanding of what we got going on here. Shutters that open and close due to the conditions and climate that you have your vehicle in, so you can have optimum output of your air conditioning system and your cooling system. All right. This is Matthew Sanders signing out. Encore Automotive Diagnostics and Repair. And remember, it's Encore to the core. Boom.